right, so I once again am back here with my co-star James. So we got my 2022 GT Premium and then his 20 Performance Pack. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be taking a road trip yet again down to Mexico, and we're going to see how a stock 22 Premium performs against a stock 20 Performance Pack. Now, in my opinion, I think still the Premium is a little bit lighter than the Performance Pack, because the added weight with yours, with all the suspension upgrades,
it was like 180
extra pounds almost. And then his Brembo is obviously way more than mine, and the strut tower brace bars, and don't you have like subframe braces too?
It's from the factory on the Ford website. I looked it up because he talked about he wanted to do this video. What the Performance Pack comes like the strut tower brace under the engine. It's got a beefier K brace.
K member, yeah.
K member, yeah.
So it's a little heavier.
Yeah, so
it's thicker,
prevent body roll whenever you're on a track.
So we both are on a stock tune. The only thing performance that I have and he has is I have the X pipe, he has an H pipe, stock tunes. So we basically, the cars are completely untouched besides that. So it's just going to come down to weight, I think, on which one is lighter, and I still think mine is a little bit lighter, but I mean, who knows. So his wheels, I think, weigh more than mine too. The Performance Pack wheels, I'm sure they weigh more. So it should be interesting. We did the one a while back. I'll put a card for that one. It was the Premium versus the base model. The base model, it beat him by about a car, half car to a car, and it's just because the base model, it weighs less than a Performance Pack. Mine's a little heavier than a base because the premium seats and all that kind of stuff, but I still don't think it's as heavy as a Performance Pack. We're gonna go head down there. I'm gonna go grab my driver for my car, and then we'll pick this up once we get down over there in Mexico. That second one was a little bit more even because I left on time on that one, but it seems like a little bit on the top end of that. He seems like he was pulling a little bit. I don't know if he did something on his mode, if he was paddle shifting it. I just put it in drive in Sport Plus, and I'll see once we get back, we'll see what he was in. I'm thinking he was maybe paddle shifting, but either way, that was pretty close. That wasn't bad. I left a little bit late on that one. But that second one, I was trying to get us to do like a 60-year-old, but that was a 40 on that one, which is fine. Did you paddle yours?
I downshifted to 4.
You downshifted to 4. See, I didn't. I just had it in drive with that one.
Yeah, well, I have it in drive, but since you're in sport mode, you can do some paddles.
Oh, see, these are things I learned. I didn't know that you could do that. So that explains why he got the jump on me on that one, because it is kind of laggy. If you just put it in drive, and it doesn't respond right away. So all right, so you put it in drive and you can still downshift in fourth.
So when we're driving,
getting used to these automatics, man.
I got it in drive.
Yeah.
We're both on Sport Plus.
Right.
and you can still use the paddle shift.
Oh, see, I thought you had put it in sport. Okay, I got it. Good to know.
Add it in Sport Plus.
Okay.
If you want to do a 40 roll, and
okay.
both start in 4th gear.
Let's try. So our next run, let's do a 40 roll, and I'll do that exact same thing. You downshifted to 4th, you said?
Yeah, because when we were lining up the second time,
yeah,
it shifted to 5th, and then I made it go back to 4th.
See, that explains why you kind of pulled on me like a little bit on the top end too, because it's different gear and stuff like that. So I got 93 in mine.
Okay, I got that.
Yeah, sorry. So we both have 93. He downshifted like he said. So we're gonna sit here just for a second, and then we're gonna head back out there, and I'll try that and see if that makes any kind of a difference. All right, so what I think we're actually gonna doing a 40 roll, we're gonna probably downshift it into 3rd gear, because I think 4th gear, he said his RPMs are only at like 3,000, so it would probably be a better idea to doing a 40 roll being at least 3rd gear. I think that'd be more of an ideal, and then if we did a 60 roll, 4th gear would make more sense. But like I said, I'm still learning this whole platform. S550 10-speed auto is a whole different platform than what I'm used to, so we'll give it a try. I think 60 rolls are more ideal. So in 60, we were, I want to say we were in 4th gear for a 60 roll. 3rd gear, I think, I'm sorry, the 40 roll was in 3rd gear. Technically, we probably even could have done a 2nd gear doing a 40 roll. But I mean, I'm still getting used to this whole car and this whole platform. So we did a 60 roll in 4th gear. And that reacted pretty good. I downshifted, like he said, and it was more responsive, obviously, because I downshifted in a lower gear. So learning as I go with this car. So we're gonna go back. Maybe we might go out again. We'll see. So I tried that. I downshifted the 60 roll. I was in 4th.
Yeah.
40 roll was in 3rd. So it seemed a lot more responsive that way. But I think on the top end, I don't know if the performance packs are slightly geared differently, but it seemed
around 110.
110. I could see you kind of just slowly pulling on me a little bit.
Yeah.
So, like I said, is there any, if anyone that's watching this has a performance pack or a premium, is there anything like that's different with how it's geared? I mean, obviously they're both the same transmission, same car, performance pack, premium, but it seemed like I got the jump on them, but it could, I think this says 331 or 355s.
Okay, yeah.
Is that what you,
yeah,
okay, so we both have 355s.
I was wondering, I was like, do I have, does he got 331s?
I'm pretty sure these have 355s. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Some top end, it seemed like maybe about 110, like he said. It seemed like it was pulling just a little bit more on the top end. I don't know. I mean, I personally weigh less than James, so it's not that. So I got the baby seat in the back too, so I'm blaming that. Extra weight in the baby seat. So.
Wait, did you have your AC on?
No, that was all turned off. First run, pretty sure I'm
I
pretty
had
sure
AC on the first run.
First run I had it on mine too, and I forgot to turn it off on the second run. So we're gonna go back out again, do one last hurrah here in Mexico, and then just see what happens. I will say, going from a 705 wheel horsepower GT500 to a 400 wheel horsepower naturally aspirated Coyote, the lack of power, lack of torque, it's quite the adjustment. Obviously, these 10 speeds are phenomenal. I'm glad I went with the 10 speed in this. I went with the 10 speed because it is a daily driver, so that, and I know for drag racing the 10 speed is faster quarter mile. Speaking of drag racing, James and I, we're going to be taking these things to a track to do some dig racing at Texas Motorplex. There's a few test and tune events coming up. We just haven't decided which one of those days is going to be work with our schedule, so that'll be coming up here soon. We want to do a test and tune, stock versus stock, quarter mile from a dig, before we add tunes to the car and go from, you know, up the power of our car. So we just want to see stock versus stock from a dig also as well. So hopefully by the next few weeks, no later than April, we're hoping to take these things to a track to see what they can do from a dig in the quarter mile. Fourth gear we were in for the 60 roll. We technically could have even gone down to third gear for a more aggressive power band doing a 60 roll, but I'm still getting used to this platform, as I said. But I think 60 rolls, I think this thing is more responsive. The 40 roll, even in third gear, it seems like it more laggy. I think that's a term to describe it, but this thing definitely needs a tune. It needs long tubes, it needs Palm Beach dyno tune, along with a few other things also as well, but those are going to be the first thing coming for the car, is some long tubes, and more than likely tune from Palm Beach is what is coming here on the car soon.
That last one, we did the third gear 40 roll. Right?
The first one was a third gear.
No, like this very last one we did.
That was a 60 roll though, wasn't it?
No, like this last run we did third gear 40 roll,
okay,
and then a fourth gear 60 roll.
Right.
As soon as we hit it, mine shifted. And
I was wondering what happened.
Yeah.
So that's second to last here with the sun. That second to last run, I just like took off on him. Like, where the hell did James go? So something happened, and obviously being automatic, stuff happens. If you don't put it in the right mode, in the right gear, the car will just shift itself when it's not supposed to. So, like I said, I'm still getting used to this platform. I love it, and I was saying this thing desperately needs a tune. Both of these cars need a tune. I'm going to be doing long tubes. I'm going to do an E85 tune along with a Pump 93 tune. That's going to be coming hopefully relatively soon, within the next few months, hopefully sometime by the end of this spring. But before we do any of that, we're going to take these things to a track. I'm hoping sometime in April. I want to see what both our cars comparable stock to stock from a dig do, and that's also stock tire. That's not going to be putting like a drag radial on and skinnies in the front. That's still a stock tire, completely stock form, how these cars would perform at a track. Then we'll throw long tubes at it and go from there. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this one out. If you guys are watching and you're not subscribed, please do me a favor. Hit subscribe, drop a like and a comment, all that kind of stuff. And as always, we'll go ahead and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.